Hi guys, welcome back. This is video 2 of my TBR for November. Say hi to Quentin. Hi Quentin. Says, oh no, you're getting lipstick on my head. Oh, poor kitty. Okay, so we did the paperbacks in the first part of this monthly TBR video set. This is the non-paperbacks. So, first off, we have books with bookmarks. These are all books that have been started that I'm going to try and finish this month. And all of these books are also either nonfiction or have nonfiction elements. The bottom one has an essay or one or two essays that I already finished. The rest of it's fiction. But everything else in this stack is nonfiction. So that is Suetonius, The 12 Caesars, Maurice O'Sullivan, 20 Years of Growing, Marcuse's An Essay on Liberation, Anderson Cooper's Dispatches from the Edge, Raymond Chandler, The Simple Art of Murder. Alright, next up we have murder mysteries. We have The Death of the Demon, Norwegian crime fiction by Anne Holt. That was a carryover from last month. Turkish Gambit by Boris Akunin, which has a bookmark in it. I think I finished maybe 5 pages. I tried it a couple months ago and just didn't get into it. Then we have an omnibus book of Nero Wolfe stories by Rex Stout. I've actually finished the first one called And Be a Villain, so I still need to read Black Orchids and Champagne for One. So this one, the 2 books I need to read have not been started, but I've started the actual book already. And then other books that I've started already, Ravelstein by Saul Bellow, and Islanders by Christopher Priest. I'm also carrying over The Fossil World and The Transformation of the Roman World, AD 400 to 900. Those are both nonfiction. Another nonfiction that's in the bigger books stack is carried over as well from the Halloween stack, History of Witchcraft by Jeffrey B. Russell. Alright, and then we have a couple categories. I chose a small stack of science fiction fantasy magazines. So there are 6 of those for this half of the month. I chose out a small stack of Doctor Who books, including the one that was a carryover from Halloween. So the one from Halloween was Fear of the Dark by Trevor Baxendale. Or Baxendale, sorry. I have Combat Magics by Steve Cole. The Crawling Terror by Mike Tucker. The Dalek Generation by Nicholas Briggs. Shroud of Sorrow by Tommy Donbavand. Yeah, Donbavand. Not an author I've read before in this series. Molten Heart by Una McCormick. I have read some of hers. Alright, then we have the stack. Jhumpa Lahiri's Interpreter of Melodies. Knots and Crosses by Ian Rankin. Got a murder mystery, The Spider's Web by Margaret Cole. Another murder mystery, Whispers of Vivaldi by Beverly Graves Myers. Got so many stickers on it, you have to look at it in different sides to get the whole name. That was a Dia Session library book, as is this one. The Cat Sitter's Whiskers, another murder mystery by Blaze and John Clement. Another sci-fi magazine. I don't remember what it was about this one that I liked, but there was something about the stories in that one I wanted to read. Specifically, I'm carrying over Hamlet Revenge. I'm going to finish this book. And this is a carryover from Halloween that I did start after. It's a set of short stories about what happens after some cataclysmic something or other. This stack is all nonfiction because it is Nonfiction November. Islands of Abandonment, Nature Rebounding in the Post-Human Landscape, which kind of goes with the after thing. Like, what happens after the humans are gone? Not quite the same. This one's by Cal Flynn. The Oak Papers by James Canton, which is supposed to be about trees in some form or another. These two I got from one of my siblings. She said they're pretty good. Greek Fire, Poison Arrows, and Scorpion Bombs by Adrian Mayer. Tidewater Morning by William Styron. Lots of nature stuff in here. Alright, The Black Swan by Nassim Nicholas Taleb. The Gift by Lewis Hyde. This one I did start a while ago and never got into. Killing the Story. Journalists Risking Their Lives to Uncover the Truth in Mexico by Timoris Greco. The Man Who Loved Only Numbers, the story of Paul Erdos and the Search for Mathematical Truth by Paul Hoffman. And I have some sci-fi fantasy. A lot of these are carryovers from other months. The Tiger Burning Bright by Marion Zimmer Bradley and Andre Norton and Mercedes Lackey. On Wings of Magic by Andre Norton with Patricia Matthews and Sasha Miller. A Taste of Magic by Andre Norton and John... that wore off already. And Jean Rabe, or Rabe, I don't know. In American it would be Rabe. I'm not sure what origin they're from though. Yeah. Library Dia Session that has since been passed through a few hands. The Towers of Nero by Rick Riordan, Book 5. Yes. I've read all the way up to there, and I need to finish that series before I forget where I left off. The Silver Locusts by Ray Bradbury. This is a carryover from last month, Galactic Derelict by Andre Norton. Joe Haldeman, Camouflage. Beastmaster's Ark by Andre Norton and Lynn McConkey. I don't know why it was so hard to say that. Beastmaster's Arc. Okay. Confessions of an Ugly Stepsister by Gregory McGuire. And two others that are carryovers from Halloween as well. Book of Night by Holly Black. Plague Birds by Jason Sanford. In addition to those, we have the library books, which I only have 4 at the moment that I have to read. Star of Istanbul by Robert Olin Butler. I've checked this out so many times, I need to actually read it this time. The Island of Missing Trees by Elif Shafak. The Actual Star by Monica Byrne. Fractal Noise by Christopher Paolini. And then up there, I have Wastelands by John Joseph Adams, Annie Proulx, Barkskins, Stalin's Englishman, and the ones behind there, there's a whole nother video for, which I will put a link to in the description. Those are my core. Those are the things that I'm supposed to read. And then Dreamcatcher, Purity, and London that are all carryovers that have been featured several times in my videos. Because they're long and I keep getting distracted. So, that is what I'm reading, theoretically, in November. I also do have a short list of audiobooks that I included in my November core video. So, hopefully, I will be nicely focused because this time, most of the books will not be here outside of this little shelf. So, let me know if you've read any of the books I will be reading in November. Let me know what you're going to be reading in November. If you make a TBR, tell me that you made one and I'll check it out. And I will catch you again soon. Bye, guys!